Alright, hi, this is going to be a walkthrough of the video game I'm working on called Lume. This is my first demo released for it, and so I wanted to do a little walkthrough and explanation of the idea here. And for people that are interested in this type of game, I'm hoping that they could see this and give me some feedback on the direction I'm going with it. So basically, the idea came from me just loving fantasy games with a sword and shield component and feeling bored or uninterested in the combat system. I mean, oftentimes it's usually just a single button for attack and a single button for block, which is just very repetitive. Or there'll be a set of skills that you just use over and over. And while there have been directional based combat systems in some games, I feel like there's a lot of room for innovation here, and so yeah, you should make games you want to play, right? So I wanted to take a stab at making a more interesting and intuitive combat system for fantasy type of sword and shield fighting, and eventually I want to add in a unique take on ranged and eventually magic. But right now, this demo just showcases the attack and block system, just very basic. So I'll get started. So if you left click, a little sword appears, and that shows the direction you're going to attack in. And then if you right click, shield, which is the direction you're going to block in. So basically clicking and dragging, so I drag down, drag up, I'm holding the mouse right now. Dragging is the direction, and then when you release, it confirms it. So if an attack is incoming, I release and it blocks it. So you can hit F on this. If you try this demo, you hit F on the center sphere to start each level. So here's the bot, so he's attacking up there. I can click and release to block. So you can release at any time on his attack, and he's very slow, so it gives you a lot of time, this very first guy. So you can just sometimes do it as fast as you want, like that, or you can wait all the way down. And then if you can see the gradient on your shield there, that's like the width. So a better shield will have a larger gradient because it'll be easier to block. So if I only partially cover his attack like that, then I take the portion of the damage that I missed. And then the movement, I'll explain real quick, is basically when you're moving around, the mouse is just free movement. It just follows the mouse. Now when I click to attack, if there's no one in front of me, it doesn't do anything. But if there's a guy in front of me, then the camera locks on, and now wherever I move, it just strafes around him. So to be able to move again, I have to release like that. And then there's range too, so you can see his attack turns red when I'm in range of it, so I can just step back, or I can just hit spacebar to dodge back. So when I left click to attack, when I'm in range, you see a white area. That's his like vulnerable area, and then his shield there. If my attack is within his shield, well, he released it. Let's try again. And he just wants to attack me. There's his shield. So he'll block it if I'm in his shield. Otherwise, if I'm in the white area like that, that's his vulnerable area and it's a hit. Now, there's no shield up when he's attacking, like right there, and I can still attack him. It's kind of just whoever finishes their attack first wins that engagement. So like he can't be attacking and shielding at the same time. So he has to make a decision of how aggressive he's going to be. And you can hit F on weapons to pick them up on the ground, and the scroll wheel is changed. Now these are the same exact weapons, so you can't notice a difference. But you can hold two weapon sets like this. So after we defeat this guy, he has a more interesting sword that we can pick up. And I have a little thing here I don't like where once they're on the ground, they can't block and you can kind of just keep hitting them. So I'm trying to avoid that because it's just, it needs to be changed so it's not so easy. Because I have it so we can block when we're on the ground if I let somebody hit me here. I didn't even show you. Well, when I'm on the ground, I still can right click and block, and they should be able to as well. Oh, and I forgot to show the skill here. Here, I'll show the skill. So you can see on the skill bar I have something for the Q. So if I read it, on my sword I have a skill attached and it says a quick counter attack after your next block. So basically if I hit Q, it sets it up. You can see it down there at the bottom, and my shield is glowing. After my next block, it will trigger it, and I'll get a free attack. And I still have to block that guy. So when you're taking on two people at once like that, you just have to watch and have your right click ready. Alright, let's start the next level. And this shield doesn't have any skills. And see, he backed out of range there. So a lot of times when you're attacking, if they back out of range, you just have to stay with them. So you have to make sure you're pressing forward to stay in range of him. If you're locked on, you won't go past him. There we go. He has a two-handed sword there. Let's pick that up. And when an opponent is downed, activate to jump and smash them. So we'll try that. Now you can see the difference here. If I right click with this shield, so you can see how wide the gradient is. If I switch the two-hand, you see the gradient's a lot smaller. So it'll be harder to block with this than it would be with this shield. Oh yeah, I wanted to try the... So I'm jumping on him, boom. There we go. Uh-oh. Gonna need the shield for this guy. Alright. And I should say too that only two people can attack you at once. When there's a third guy, they just circle and wait for an opening once there's less than two attackers attacking at the same time, then the third person will attack. So my goal was I didn't want to rely on panic dodging. I want you to always feel like you can stand and fight in this game. Now this shield has a skill attached to it. You can see there it says immediately restore a portion of lost health. So it's a health potion. I basically just put it in there so that I could beat my own demo. Because it can get kind of hard. Alright. Yeah, so you can kind of just keep chopping them when they're on the ground because they can't block. Okay, next level. So right now there's only a few skills. I just wanted to show some potential. I don't even know if skills are a good idea for what I'm trying to accomplish. But I know there's a lot of layers of complexity that could be added, and right now I'm just trying to get this attack and block system down and make it interesting. So if you get a chance to check this out, I'm desperate for feedback on how it could be improved and what people think of it. Oh, I got smashed, so I'm not paying very good attention. You have to kind of stay on top of it to make sure you're hitting your blocks. There we go. Also, when you block somebody, it turns and targets them, so you're ready to attack. I think I died. Yeah, I did. But I think you got the gist of it there. And yeah, if you get a chance to check this out, and if you're into games like Dark Souls or I don't know, any sword fighting game, um, let me know if you think this is an improvement in the attacking and blocking system, and what could be improved, or ideas or criticisms. Um, this is not set and done by any means. I'm going to keep adding to it. I might completely change everything, as I've done many times already. um, so if you're interested, just stay in touch with me, and you'll keep seeing how I'm changing it. Thanks for watching.